QUEENSRYCHE with Resistance. CVT guitar lesson for Cal, who obviously has great taste in music. One of my favorite bands of the 80s and 90s, just epic. Degarmo and Wilton, yes. Tuning is standard for this. How many pages do we have? I think 5. Yep, we sure do. Let's jump in. So this first riff, none of it bleeds through. In other words, it's like single notes. Think of it almost like a solo, but they're using it as a melody. 9D, 11G, 10B to get started. And then back to 11G. And then 9DG, just catch that with the index. And then we're going to move the whole thing back to the 7th fret. But now we're going to go D to B on the 7th fret. And then 9, 7, G, D. So you got to kind of shift that finger down. 7, 9, G. So you have, and then 9, D and G. So when you come down, you kind of go flat, and you can just shift your knuckle up to grab that 9D, right? And then back up to, as if you're starting it over, 9, 11, 10, D, G, B. We're thinking threes now. 1, 2, 3, all nines, and repeat all that. Now at the very end, you'll see a little hold line, because on this 999 DGB, they let that G ring into the 9B. And then slide it to 7. That's how you get both notes going in there. So that's a little tricky. 2 times, second time no star. Let me play it up to that second time. Right there. Go past the double dots and go 7 on the G, 10 B and E, and let them ring together. Then play it all over. Section 1A 2 times, second time no star. Instead, and place that star just to 7A, so it would be coming out of it like this. It's in parentheses because you could also jump right into section 1B at 25 seconds in, which is probably what I would do. Open E, second fret D and G, or second fret D and A. And these are holds, so you may want to bar that. And then open E, so you have open AD to 2AD and let it ring. Then the next one, you start it over, 2AD to open 2AD. Interesting. I had to listen to that for about 5 minutes. But we have, then back to the first one. Then you'll have this tail ending of 2A, 4D, slide to 5. And then open 2AD. Open 3 on the E, and then 2D. When you slide, Cal, don't go slide as soon as you strum it. And play that 2 times, second time no star. In place of that star, which just happens to be this. In place of that, at 37 seconds, 3E, muted A, open D and G. It's a G chord. And then open 2, 3, D, G, and B. And then strum those again. And then go open 2, 2, back to open 2, 3. So it's section 1C, 39 seconds in. You'll recognize this. I do want to hear something on that. We did this section. However, check this out. Yeah, it's still a hold. I'm trying to see what's different about it. The beginnings are the same. Here's what's different. It's a D chord, open 2, 3, D, G, B. and then open 2-2, ADG. And then open 2AD, bend the 3E, and 2D. That part from the star sounds like this. All right. 2 times, second time no star. So in place of, you're gonna go. It's to me it sounds like a standard C major chord. 3-2, open 1, open, A through E. Into that rock G, 3 mute, open, open. And then 5-5 AD to 5-4 and back to 5-5. So interesting, and it would be like Queensryche to do that, but the other guitar player, almost guarantee you, is playing a different chord voicing over that. Section 1D, 53 seconds. Interesting, because it's another play off of what we just did. So that's not going to be too tough to memorize because it's there a lot. The endings are changing. You're going to go 5-7-8 DGB. It's the Bark at the Moon chord. And then move it up a whole step. And then strum it again, but go 7-9-8. And then back to 7-9-10. So it's one more time. All right. And that whole section is twice. A minute 8 in, section 2A, there's a lot of sections. It's a B power chord. 2A, 4D, it'll go strum, strum, 1, 2, 3. That's your pattern. To an A5 power chord, same thing. Open 2 AD. 3 mute, open, open, E through G, same thing. To the A, again. But second time no star. Instead of going to that A, go past the double dots to an F, 1-3 EA, to 3-5 AD. That's our C power chord. Strum, 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 open A, strum. So you'll go. And then 5-7 AD, let it ring out. It's a D5. The term 5 just means it's a power chord. If you hear me saying that, I could just say D power chord, same difference. So we have let me play just that part. If I can find it. Where the heck did it go? Unbelievable. Oh, there it is. Minute 27, section 2B. Open 8 on the E string, 7A, 9D 3 times. And then 7-7 AD. And then 7-6 AD. 5-4 AD, hammer to 5D. And then 5-4 AD. So 5-7 EA to 3-5 AD. Let's play it up to there. It's kind of the end of that in a sense, because now watch, you're going to go back to this. But this ending changes. It's the D that we used earlier in the other section. You'll go open 2-3 DGB, A power chord, 3E, open 2 AD. That's our A power chord. So it's then continue on. D, 3E, open 2, go to the A power chord to the B. So it'll go. That's at a minute 38. Into the D. Open DG to open 2 AD. So from the 138, or right before that. Okay? Or you can go from the star. Accents. Okay, repeats at a minute 42. The next new part is 2 minutes 54 seconds. It's 5A, 4D. Then 5-5, and then go 5-7 twice. It's a 2-4. It's a little tricky there. D, And then open DG, open 2AD, 2/4AD. Sounds like this. Let's do it from 254. All right, solo at 258. This is a play off the intro. Okay, 9, 11, 10, DGB. Actually, I'll play up until where it changes. Oops, and then back. And then go 9D, 9B, 9D, 11G, 10B, 9DGB. It's a chord, slide to 7. 2 times, second time, no star. So it's really just the same as that intro. But the second time you're skipping where that star is, and instead he goes into some more typical sounding solo, I should say. 9G twice, slide to 12. So you'll go vibrato. I'm just going to play the solos kind of slow to moderate for you, and you're going to need your tabs. Definitely subgroup. So we have okay, top of page 4, 12G bend, hold release, pull off to 10. So you have and then 12D vibrato, pinky 5D, and then we'll go a little bit of a pinch harmonic there. Not that much though. And then we're gonna go. So that part goes. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. And we've got 12th fret B starting with the pinky. And we're gonna go. One more time. And then we're going to bend the 13B, middle finger though. And then 13, 12B. Don't go bend release. In other words, don't go. Go. Kill the note, 13, 12. And then you have 12G. So it's, okay, 3 minutes and 19 seconds. 17E, we've got some bending. Let's do that one more time. Oops. Oops, it'll go. 323 timestamp. You'll see some alternate picking here. So, then go. Then it's a little tough on that 10B bend. You may want to use 2 fingers. You can squeeze the middle and in the index in there. So, oops. But if you can get it straight with the index, that's fine. That line where it did the roll off there, let's just take it from there. 12B. But you can't bend down on that. It'll pull it off the neck. If it was a half step, that'd be one thing, but it's a whole step. We have to go up. All right, 3 minutes, 27 seconds in. 12, 14, 12, 14 on the A. This is alternate picked and palm muted. You'll go. And then 15, pull 14. That's the first part on that string. Then we have oops, yeah. Let's take that again from 327. That'll be probably about that tempo. All right, 331 timestamp 17E, down, up, down, pull to 15. Use the middle for the 15, and then 13E. Then next line down, that ending is really cool part. Okay, after that, a lot of solo in here. You don't have to vibrato it either. 13 on the high E, we're going to use the middle finger, and we're going to go down, up, down, pull 12, and then 15, 12, 15, B, E, B. Pull off to 13. And then 12, 13, 15 on the B. And that's a step and a half. When you do that, Cal, so here's how you check a step and a half. It's 3 frets. So we've got to bend 15 to this pitch. So there it is. Great ear training to do that. So, oops. So we had 335, 15B. Oops. May want to experiment with fingering in that. Okay, 13 high E, slide to 15. And then the 19, the last one is in parentheses. That's because it's the downbeat. In other words, it's going into the top of page 5, which is section 2C. This is a new part. 3 minutes, 38 seconds in, it goes. Oops. Really cool. It's a hold, so we need to hear the notes bleeding through. 2, 4, 5, D, G, B. Back to 2D. And then 5, 4 on the B. Do that again, but move it up 2 frets higher. Oops. So we have half step higher, 1 fret, and then a whole step higher. 2 times, second time no star. And then 349 after the double dots, you got this. Yeah, it's 4A palm mute, 6D and G palm mute, it's a hold. You don't have to palm mute the G though. Palm mute the 4A after, and then 6GD. So it's 5, 7 AD, that's our D power chord. Just let it ring. It's probably about how fast they're doing it. Alright, it's pretty much it. You'll see it 418, an A and a B power chord, G power or a D chord, 3E to an A power chord, so, and then that's how it ends. And then the very ending at 422 is this. Or I put either 9D, 11G, 10B, back to 11G, 9B and G, and you can hit the 7A, let it ring, or open to EA. I like that better. But... All right, Cal. Appreciate you, dude. Have fun with that. I know you will.